Hello, everyone. We're here at Talladega Super Speedway for the Yellawood 500. Guys, the championship battle could not be any closer. Right now, in first, there is technically no first place because Cal Weathers and Jackson Storm are tied at 56 points for the championship standings. Those two are the two leaders. There is no leader right now. And then in second, we have a three-way tie. Rich Mixon, Jeff Corvette, Raul Sarul with 48 points. Those three cars all are tied. It is so close. It's crazy just how close it is. Just a quick preview of the race before we get started. Jeff Gorvette, the pole sitter. He struggled in practice, but he came back and just had a fantastic lap in qualifying. So there are 5 remaining championship contenders. I just mentioned them a second ago. It is Jackson Storm, Jeff Corvette, Raul Sorrell, Cal Weathers, and Rich Mixon. In the top 6 of in the starting lineup of the top 6 drivers, 4 of them are championship contenders, and that being Corvette, Sarul, Weathers, and Storm. We have 30 cars here this afternoon. The DNQs. This is a high number of DNQs, which is surprising. 74 and 64, no surprise there. Nigel Gearsley had to qualify into every single race. He did not do so yesterday. And then Ryan inside Laney at a track this big failed to reach minimum speed, as he has already announced. He will not return to the Dinoco Cup Series next season, and it is unknown who will fit that spot for next year. Well, that's about it. Max Chanel, he continues to qualify fast on these large ovals. Continues to perform well on these large ovals as he qualifies 4th. Anyways, let's get to it here at Talladega. First car to go, it is the yellow 24 car of Jeff Corvette. So, because we're at a super speedway race, it's a little bit different. The cars are going to be either directly in front of or behind each other. So let's say Jeff Corvette lands right here. Let's say Raul Sarul is all the way over there. He will either be in front of, so if he was over there, he'd be ahead of Corvette. And if he was around there, then he would be behind the 24 car. That's how super speedway racing works. It creates pack racing. It's just like in real life NASCAR, what you would see at Daytona, Talladega, or Atlanta. They're all in a pack together. Anyways, the green flag is in the air. Super speedway racing. It's the Yellawood 500. And a very, very good lap from the 24 car. Here is the 06 of Raul Sarul, a French rally car. Let's see what this 06 car can do. New leader alert. It is the 06 car. Raul Sarul takes the lead from Jeff Corvette. Jeff was faster. Raul was faster. I gotta tell you though, that 24 car was much faster than that 06 car during qualifying. Anyways, here's another championship contender. It is the 42, your Dinoco Cup Series champion, Cal Weathers. Cal was really the only Dinoco car that qualified good. Everyone else really struggled, and I mean big time. Let's see what the 42 car is made of. Crash. The 42 has taken himself and the 06 out. He hits the 06, the 42. Even if he didn't hit the 06, he would have been out because he rolled off the racetrack. And if a car comes off the racing surface for whatever reason, then that is considered to be a DNF. So that means we have a multi-car accident. The 06 car is out. And the 42 car is out as well. Championship implications for sure. So Jeff Corvette will regain the lead. Here is the your Brickyard 400 champion, Max Chanel. That was a very difficult lap from that 4 car. He's going to be in last place. Here is the 5, the Spaniard, Miguel Camino. Let's see what this 5 car can do. So he's going to do the same thing the 42 did, other than taking out another car. He rolls right off the racing surface, which means that his day is done. Here is one of the drivers who is tied for first in the championship standings with 56 points. It's Jackson Storm. And the 20, let's see what Storm can do here at Talladega Superspeedway. Storm has flown right off of the racetrack. Guys, 3 championship contenders now out of this race, including the 2 leaders. The 2 leaders, Cal Weathers and Jackson Storm. They're the 2 leaders with 56 points. And then Raul Cerro, of course. We have one more championship contender, and that's the pink 36 car Rich Mixon, although he didn't qualify so well. So we'll see him later on in the race. Anyways, here is the 92 of Sheldon Shifter. Oh dear Lord. I hate to do this. I really, really do. He has just made contact with the 24 car. I don't want to do this. I really don't. But he made contact with the 24 car. Unfortunately, that means 24 car is out. Wow. So, pretty much all the championship contenders have sucked here today. Although I will say Jeff Corvette's lap was actually pretty fast. Here is the 2 of Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton, your new leader because Max Chanel's lap didn't even complete a full lap. Lewis Hamilton, your new leader. Here's Carlo Veloso in the 06 car. Carlo Veloso is out. I said 06, I meant 8. Here's the 90 of Paul Gonrev. 90 car is out, and this race is already going to be a disaster. Talladega, just such a wild card event. It truly, truly is. Here is the 99 of Danny Suarez. That 99 car is going to be in second because basically everyone who goes will have I'm assuming a faster lap than Max Chanel. So that 99 car will take second place from Max Chanel. Here is your defending Piston Cup champion. At this time last year, he had already clinched the championship, and points didn't really matter. This year it's just been so evenly. I guess at this point, the only championship contender who has a shot at getting points is Rich Mixon. But, at this point, if it comes down to... it may come down to just a race between them, which is crazy to think about. The 5. Anyways, here's Cam Spinner, the 31 car. Oh, Cam has crashed out. Here's the 10 of Eric Almirola. He does have a Daytona 500 win under his belt, which is a super speedway just like Talladega. The 10 will get around Lewis Hamilton. Here's the 54 of Herb Kerbler, one of the Rookie of the Year contenders. However, I think that Rookie of the Year is pretty much wrapped up. I mean, unless, I don't know, unless we see more performance out of the 68, I think the Rookie of the Year will go to the 36. I haven't really calculated the points yet, but I'm pretty sure he's in the lead. Anyways, here is the 54 of Herb Kerbler. I mean, that did not sound pretty from the beginning. Here's the 62. Wow. Here is the 7 car of Shu Todoroki. Let's see what the 7 car can do. Seven car gets around the 10. Here's the 19 of Bobby Swift. Oh, Bobby rolls right off the racetrack. That's seemed to be a pattern here today. Bobby Swift is out and will not finish today's race. Here is the 23 of Bubba Wheelhouse. And that 23 car is your new leader. 23 car, your new leader. Several lead changes here at Talladega. Here is the 86 of Chick Hicks. Ooh, not a good lap at all. Here is the final championship contender. It is the 36 of Rich Mixon. Rich Mixon, that was a faster lap than the 23 car. He is now your new leader. I guess if you're that 36 car, you want the race to stay just like how it is right now. He would be the only championship driver getting points today if the race were to end right now. Here's the 68 of H.J. Hollis. Ooh, H.J. out of the race. Here's the 76 of Krusty Rotor. '76 car, that was a slower lap than what Rich Mixon had. It's going to be all the way up to second, though. Just as a reminder, the cars will be directly in front of or behind. Here is the 22 of Logano. Logano, that's about where Krusty Rotors was at, so I'm going to say that that's around second. 22 car will be in second. It's 36 out front here at Talladega Superspeedway. Here is the 70 car of Floyd Mulvihill, who won at Los Angeles. And picking up that win, it was his first win of the year, his 6th career Dinoco Cup Series win. Here is Floyd Mulvihill. And that was right at the exact same spot where Logano, where Krusty Rotor were at. So I'm going to put him at second. Just a handful of cars left to go, y'all. Here's the 37 of Brian Warbaugh on the Dynaco machine. Shot out of a cannon goes the 37 car. 37 takes the lead away from Rich Mixon. Finally, something goes right for Dynaco Racing. As a 37 car is your new leader. Here is the one of Ton Jr. And that was much slower than Mixon, than Miguel Logano, than Rotor, even Wallace. I must say that's going to put him just right in front of Shu Todoroki. I don't exactly remember where he was at. I just remember that it's not as fast as the lap that we saw from the 70 or the 76 or the 22. Just 4 cars left to go. Here is the 24, the other one, William Byrev. And the 24, no, he will not take second. He will actually, that's not a very fast lap whatsoever. He's going to be around right where, just a couple of spots ahead of Max Chanel. Here is the King, the Daytona 500 champion, Strip Weathers. Ooh, and his difficult season continues. Aside from the win at the Daytona 500, it's just not been a good year for that 43 car. Here is the 51 of Cruz Ramirez. That was not as fast as a lap as what the 37 had. I should have moved the camera. The 37 was somewhere around right here. The 51 car, however, will take second. I have to settle for second. And the final car to go here from Talladega, it is McQueen. 95 car. Let's see what McQueen can do. It's just been one of those races where you're ready to get it over with, because it's, I mean, so many drivers have crashed out. Anyways, final car, it is the 95. It's either going to be Rusty's Racing or Dynaco. McQueen actually makes contact with the 7 car, so that's going to be a multi-car accident. We have a brand new winner. Brand new winner alert here on the Dynaco Cup Series. And once again, for the 3rd time this season, a Dynaco car wins in the Dynaco Cup Series. I guess not 3rd time, because Cal Weathers has won multiple times. But it is the 37 car of Brian Warbaugh wins the Yellawood 500 from Talladega. How about that first-time winner? This guy has been patient and patient and patient, waiting for this moment. Checkered flag. I haven't waved him yet for him. Checkered flag is in the air. Brian Warbaugh wins the Talladega Super Speedway here. Brian Warbaugh wins the Yellawood 500. Incredible stuff. Truly, truly incredible. A 37 car. I mean, he was actually pretty good last year. I mean, he wasn't terrible, but he just couldn't find victory lane. This year, he in that exact Dynaco car. At one point, he qualified second, and then when it came to the biggest races of the year, the Dynaco 400, he won a duel in that car. He won Duel 2. Unfortunately, the race did not go his way, but Brian Rohrbaugh has finally won a super speed, not just a super speed race. I mean, he just finally won a race. The 37 Brian Rohrbaugh wins the Yellawood 500 at Talladega. Shout out to him and Dynaco Racing. This is Dynaco's 4th win of the year. Dynaco Racing's 3rd. There's 4th as a sponsor, as a 37 car usually drives a Verizon car. He's not a part of Team Dynaco. Dynaco won the Dynaco 400, the Daytona 500 today, and then I think it was it Thomasville or Lost the Miniature? Bristol track. I don't remember which one it was, but great race for the 37 car. Truly, what a great race it was. I've been waiting for this guy to finally get a win. It happened. It really did. Coming in second, it is Cruz Ramirez. Bridesmaid once again. I mean, I know she hates second. She really does, especially when you come so close. But it doesn't happen today. Rich Mixon, the only championship contender who earned points. This win is going to give him 8 points. So instead of 48 points, he will sit at 56 points, which will make a 4-point tie. So Rich Mixon. So you have, real quick, I'll go over the finishing results in just a second. But I think this is going to be bad news for Raul Sarul. So Cal Weathers, Jackson Storm were tied with 56 points. Rich Mixon, Rich Mixon, he has earned, entering this race, he had 48 points. So if you finish first, you get 10 points. You finish second, you get 9 points. You finish third, you get 8 points. Rich Mixon has received 8 points. So, entering the next race, there will be a not one, not two, but a 3-way tie for the lead. We'll have Cal Weathers, Jackson Storm, and Mixon in the 56 points, which means... So I guess that's not bad news. I mean, I thought that Cyril did not have the points to advance. I'll look at more into that later on in the video. Anyways, it is Floyd Mulvihill coming fresh off a win at Los Angeles. He finishes a solid P3. Logano finishes 4th. Roeder finishes 6th. Wheelhouse finishes 7th. Tun Jr. finishes 8th. I'm rolling, finishes 9th. Hamilton finishes 10th. Byrev finishes 11th. Suarez 12th. Chanel finishes 13th. So 13 cars finished here. Brian Rohrbaugh, the 37 car, wins at Talladega. He was going to get a win eventually. He really was. He was too good not to get a win. I mean, he was very consistent. He was patient. I mean, this guy would get multiple runner-up finishes and top 5, top 10 finishes. He really was patient. Anyways, so what the championship standings will look like now, as I mentioned earlier, we have Rich Mixon, Cal Weathers, and Jackson Storm all tied with 3. Sorry, I can't speak. It is a 3-way tie for the lead. Cal Weathers, Jackson Storm, Rich Mixon. Because Rich Mixon earned points today. He now has 56 points. He is no longer in second. So, unfortunately, Jeff Corvette and Raul Sarul have been eliminated from championship contention. And that is because Rich Mixon finally earned points, and now there was more drivers in the 50s than there were in the 40s. And Jeff Gorvette's season comes to an end. Raul Cerul's season comes to an end. A disappointment, to say the least. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching Talladega. I hope you guys enjoyed. From the voice of the Danico Cup Series, my name is Chris Tunn Jr. Signing off.